Thanks, Wes. And turning back to St. Thomas, Lee Carl has a report on a new Finance Committee member that has just been appointed. We go there now.
Amid smiles, laughter, and hearty congratulations, Angel E. Dawson Jr. was sworn in as the new head of the VI Finance Department on Wednesday. Judge Arlington Swan delivered the oath of office.
Mr. Dawson, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Angel Dawson Jr.,
I, Angel Dawson Jr.,
do solemnly swear
that
I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution and laws of the United States applicable to the Virgin Islands,
the Constitution and laws of the United States applicable to the Virgin Islands,
and the laws of the Virgin Islands,
and the laws of the Virgin Islands,
that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. And I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of Commissioner of Finance with fidelity. So help me God.
So help me God.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, Finance Commissioner Angel E. Dawson Jr.
It is the thrill of my life to be serving as the Commissioner of Finance in the Young Francis administration. As we all know, and as Reverend Roberts referred to, these are challenging times economically for the world, the United States, and the United States Virgin Islands. But I personally could not think of a better person in this territory to be at the helm of this government during these stormy financial times than one Governor John Percy DeYoung Jr. And as the Commissioner of Finance, it is my charge and my profound honor to stand watch on the bridge beside him as we chart a safe course to the shores of a brighter and more prosperous future for our beloved Virgin Islands.
And when you consider the job of the Commissioner of Finance, it really is a job with tremendous responsibilities. The Commissioner, in addition to being the third serving as the acting governor, also serves as the principal person with our rating agencies to convince them that the government of the Virgin Islands is the right place that they should invest their money. He's the individual that has to sell it to the bond agencies, that has to sell it to the investors. He also serves as the person that is the chair, the executive director of the Virgin Islands Finance Authority, which means the principal entity of this government that's in charge of going out there and gaining the resources that we need for our roads, for our schools, for our public infrastructure, rests on this person's shoulders. And as we thought about who that could be, a number of us went back and forth and tried to decide what was the right person that could fit the match with those that were in the department, that were clearly on the path of making sure that our financial statements were issued on time, making sure that the Finances Department's implementation of a new accounting system was working. And it didn't take us long to realize there was one individual that we wanted. And we didn't know, however, if we could attract him, because the private sector is extremely attractive. But when we sat with him, and I sat with him twice, and couldn't sell him the first time, I then sent the Lieutenant Governor, who waxed eloquence. And then we both sat down with him, and then he accepted the job. And he reminded us that it really was a coming home for him, that he served with Commissioner Krieger as his special assistant, that he had worked in the legislature, that he had worked as chairman of the GESC and understood all of that. And therefore, coming to finance after Banco Popular was something that he was glad to do. So it's really our honor to have Angel Dawson be a part of this administration, serving with the rest of the administration without any mental reservation, and have as part of our family, Lauren and Leslie. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Lee. And before we go from the break, I want to remind you that we are in front of the Boys and Girls Club here on St. Croix, and it's a beautiful establishment. We'll give you history, and Wes Small will give you an update of information that's happening here at the Boys Club this weekend. Stay with us on News Channel 8. We'll be right back after the break. Well, here we are at the Boys and Girls Club on St. Croix, and we've got a little bit of history, and we've got some updated information on what's happening there this weekend. They're celebrating their 149th anniversary this weekend. The first Boys Club was founded in 1860. Several women from Hartford, Connecticut founded the Boys Club, who believed that boys roaming the streets should have a positive alternative. In those days, it was only for boys. The first Boys Club was built in River Falls, Massachusetts, and we're proud to say that that location is still in operation today. To reflect an increase in service to young women, the organization became the Boys and Girls Club of America in 1990. And the Boys Club of America has more than 40,000 autonomous local clubs, all affiliated to the national organization. The clubs now serve more than 4.8 million young people, generally between the ages of 6 and 18, and have locations in all 50 states, Puerto Rico, and right here in the U.S. Virgin Islands. I now turn it over to Wes Small, who's got some information about how they're going to celebrate their 149th anniversary with the club leaders.
It's been a long time coming, but I'm here with the director of the Boys and Girls Club St. Croix Division, Julie Langino. And also we have Misty, who she's going to introduce, who's helping us out here in our territory. We understand there's good news, Julie. Tell us all about it.
Well, Wes, we're so excited because we're opening up our Frederiksted, our Christiansted unit opened in April. We're opening up our Frederiksted unit for summer programming only at this point. And it's open to all children, 6 to 18. If you're going into 9th grade, you can join to come in as a CIT or a volunteer in or a counselor in training. But we're asking everybody to come by the club, pick up applications. They can come by from 5 to 6:30 every day next week. There's a $25 deposit, and we will work with people on a payment plan, and we're encouraging them to take advantage of some of the block grant funding that's available. So we could explain that. The good news is we'll be open June 15th through August 7th. From 7 in the morning till 6 at night for children in Frederiksted, and we're delighted. We have all kinds of great programming, and we're opening there for summer camp only at this point because this Saturday we're kicking off our annual campaign, and we're kicking it off with an ice cream social Christiansted unit. We're inviting everybody. It's kind of a thank you kickoff campaign. It's thanking everybody that's been a part of the reopening, the restructuring, the new life to the Boys and Girls Club, and so we're having ice cream and
who's donating ice cream?
Ivy's Ice Cream. You know,
Ivy's,
Mike's
man.
on our board,
Good man.
and Mike's donating all the ice cream and cookies. And we're going to be doing tours and doing just showing what we're doing with the children.
Misty, it's a pleasure to have you in the Virgin Islands and to help out the Boys and Girls Club.
Oh, thank you for having me. This is very exciting. I'm very fortunate that I have the opportunity to work with Boys and Girls Clubs across the country and see all the great things that are happening. And I couldn't be more impressed with the group of individuals I've met here in St. Croix and the group of committed board volunteers. There's so many people that are supporting this club and that are supporting these children. And there's really nothing more important than a community can do than to get behind their club and support their children. So DNS is excited to be a part of it. I'm excited to be here. It'll be an 8-week annual campaign where we're really going to ask everyone to really step up to the plate and support the kids on the island and the kids who come to this club every day because they're our most precious resource.
We have to remind you that there is financial help available for you. When Julie kind of breaks it down, how much is it per child, per hour?
Well, it comes out, Wes, for 8 weeks of programming, we're asking $300, and that comes out to be 93 cents an hour. That's from 7 to 3 in the afternoon. And if you leave your children with us or you need your children to be left with us for 11 hours, 7 to 6, it's $450 for the entire 8 weeks, which comes out to be $1.02 an hour. But we're open to help people. We want them to know we'll work with a weekly schedule of payments. I mean, unfortunately, we have to ask for payment, but you know, it's going to be for programming. But that covers all expenses: food, transportation, T-shirts, everything, and quality programming.
Don't forget the open house ice cream social right here, 1 o'clock. 778-8990. That's the number for the Boys and Girls Club, 778-8990. With Misty and Julie, I'm Wes Small with the Boys and Girls Club. Back to you, Jerome.